Hello everyone, this is Brian at BsnTech Networks bringing to you another video tutorial on how to manage your website. In this video tutorial I am going to go over additional product options for your e-commerce website. In a prior video we showed you how to do simple products, which means you just added them to the site, added a title, description, uploaded a picture, gave it a price, and so on. In this video tutorial we talk about how to do attributes, or how to do different drop downs for options on your products. As an example, if you're selling t-shirts and you have different colors or different sizes, you would want to have a drop down on the product to allow a visitor or a customer to choose that. First of all, you should have received some login information to access the admin panel of your website. If you have not received that, please reach out to us and we'll be happy to provide that to you. As you can see on your screen, we are already logged into a website. The first thing I want to cover is how to add universal attributes. These would be attributes that you can easily or quickly add to products without having to go in and manually add them and all of their various terms, as they're called, or different options on each of your products. To do that, let's hover over Products, and then we click on Attributes. Under Attributes, this is where we would put the name. The name is how it's going to display on the left side of the drop-down. So as an example, if we take t-shirts into account, let's say we want to do color. So we type in the word color, and then you're also given another option here. There's two different kinds of attributes that you can add. One is a select type. What a select type is that means it's a drop down for them to only select from predefined values that you have set. So as in color, that could be white, that could be gray, that could be black, purple, orange, whatever colors. The other option is to choose text. If you choose text, this is going to be a box that would allow the visitor or customer to type in whatever they want in there. So as an example, if you wanted to allow personalizing of a certain t-shirt with putting certain text at the top or bottom, something like that, then you can change this to text, and that would allow them to type in what they would want for their personalization. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it on select, and then I'm going to hit Add Attribute. Now over here you can see that it is populated. It says color, and there's another option that says configure terms. Now this is where you will actually go in and set the different drop down options. So I'm going to click configure terms, and then it asks for a name. So I'm going to put in white, and then it says add new color, because it's obviously we're working with colors, so the color is the name of the attribute. So I'll hit add new color, and I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do black, and then I'm going to do gray, then I'm going to do purple, and then I'm going to do orange. Alright, so that is how you add universal attributes, so you can easily add them to your products. Alright, now how do you add these to your products? That's a good question. What we need to do is we need to go into the products. On this customer's website, they already have several products that they have added. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on one of these. Now the first thing that you have to do is, as you scroll down, there is an option that says product data, and it says simple product. So in the previous video, that's where we covered just making a simple product is where you do the title, the description, upload a picture, set the price, and so on. Now in this case, to add drop downs, we have to change this to a variable product. So we're going to click on variable product. Okay, so you can see now we no longer have the pricing information on the general tab. It just has tax status and such. But we have picked up a couple of other options. Let's go to attributes. So we're going to go to attributes, and in here you've got a drop down. So it says custom product attribute, or as you can see, here is the universal one that we just created. So I'm going to click on color, and then I'm going to click on add. Okay, so I have now added this, And in this values, you will now, if you click in it, you'll get a drop down of all those values that we set in this universal attribute. So you just click on each one of them that you want for this specific product. You could choose some of them, you could choose all of them, so it's not required that you do all of them. Alright, so I've added a couple of them. The next biggest thing, make sure you hit this used for variations. If you do not click this, this essentially does no good. So you have to click this used for variations, and then you'll hit save attributes. Before I do that, I would like to go ahead and add another product attribute that's only custom for this item. And let's say this is a flashlight here, as you can see. So I'm going to click on add, and that brings me down here where I can actually put in the name of how I want this to display. And I'm just going to say lumens. Lumens is a term for different flashlights on how powerful they are. Then over here, I can put in the values. So I'm going to say 200. Then you need to separate these by using the pipe mark, or that's the vertical line. It is below the backspace key, but above the enter key on a standard keyboard. So you have to hit shift, and then you push that key, and then it makes this little up and down vertical line. It looks like a 1 or an L, but it is not a 1 or an L. So it's very important that you use that. And then you can add other options, 200, 300, 400, 500. Again, make sure you hit the used for variations. Alright, so we have those. I'm going to go ahead and hit save attributes now. It will save, and they'll now save to the site. Next step, variations. Now that we have saved these, we can go to the variations screen, and it says add variation. Or we can create variations from all attributes. So if we create variations from all attributes, it's going to make a variation for every single possible different variation. What that means is that's going to make a variation for black 200, black 300, black 400, black 500, also gray 200, 300, 400, 500, and then same with orange and purple. So essentially you're going to have 4 times 4 different variations, or 16 total. The other way that you can do this is just to hit add variation and kind of make them more universal. The only time that you really need to make a variation from all attributes is if you want to show a different picture for each variation based on what the customer selects for their options. Another reason would be if you wanted to keep stock counts for each specific variation. So that way, if one is out of stock, then that variation is not going to show up on the site. Another reason would be different pricing. So if you wanted to charge more or less for a specific variation, then you would do that as well. But for now, I'm just going to do add variation, and I'm going to hit go, and it's going to give me any color, any lumens. So that means no matter what the person selects, they can select any color, they can select any lumens, then the set of configuration or the set of settings that we put in here is going to take over. So we hit this drop down or this little down arrow, and then this gives us the options here. So here's upload an image. So if we wanted to change what image displays, we click on this. That's going to show your media manager for you to click a picture, and then you would hit set variation image. I'm not going to do that in this case. A SKU number. Again, if you have a different SKU number for every variation, then it's probably going to be required that you make a variation or settings for every single one of these. So that's a SKU number. Again, manage stock. If you do that, it gives you the stock quantity for how many you have in stock. Otherwise, you've got your price and your sales price. So this is where you would put that in. You've got your in-stock status, you've got your weight, and then the length of the options if you're using an automatic shipping calculator. So that's really what there is to setting different options for your products. That takes care of everything. Obviously, when you get done here, you would need to hit Save Changes, and then you just make sure you come back up to the top and also hit the Update. But otherwise, that is how you do attributes and drop downs for your products on your website. If you have any questions, certainly don't hesitate to reach out to us here at BsnTech Networks, and we would be happy to help however we can. All right, well, thanks for watching, and again, this was Brian with BsnTech Networks.